Let's connect and discuss the drop in solar module prices. They've crashed to an all-time low. Why have they crashed to an all-time low? And how will this change life for, let's say, solar module manufacturers? Solar prices a couple of years ago were at 15 rupees per unit. They've already come down to about 3.5 to 4 rupees per unit. But now that solar module prices have come down to an all-time low, how will this change both import and exports? And how will this change the pricing and the demand for solar module? Hitesh Doshi, Chairman and Managing Director of Waaree Group, joins us now. Hitesh bhai, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Always pleasure to have you on ET Now. First thing, sir, solar module prices, according to this Novama report in my hand, have crashed to an all-time low. Why has that happened? And what will be the near-term implications of this?
Good morning, and thank you very much for inviting me. Yes, I think this is an all-time low of the solar modules, and the major reason is the drop in the polysilicon prices. So the raw material prices, polysilicon is the raw material which is required to make the solar cells and in turn the solar modules. So due to the continuous drop in the polysilicon, so this is the best time to install the solar modules when they are the all-time low. And looks like this is not going to stay for a longer time. So in my opinion, this is the best opportunity to install.
Not stay lower for long. You expect that the polysilicon prices to go up?
Yeah, the present prices are not viable. They are below the cost of the production today. And this happened because of the oversupply, time being oversupply, and the new manufacturing units came up.
But Mr. Doshi, to a layman and to most of us, optically one would think that a drop in prices should be bad news for PV manufacturers like you, right?
As a manufacturer, yes, because the Indian cost structure and the import duties on the raw materials, as well as the routing of the solar modules from the FTA countries by China. If you look to the import data also, the countries from where we have never imported solar modules, today, if you look only the 1 month data like the August, we have imported over 600 megawatt of the modules from the FTA countries. So for the Indian module manufacturers, this is not a good time when the prices are constantly coming down. And even if there are the duties, the supplier of the solar module finds the way to circumvent that duties, and modules are getting dropped in India without paying the duties. So as a manufacturer, it's not a good time, and not only any manufacturer in India, everyone is running at far below their capacity. And when it comes to the EPC business, where we do the installation and commissioning, I think this is a good time.
So, there are two sides to the coin for you then. What happens to your margins? Because price of raw material and product both are falling. Will there be an upside, or you think you'll largely maintain the same spread?
For the Indian manufacturers, for last 4-5 months, there is no market, domestic market, I will say. All the materials, whatever they are producing, either they are exporting or using for the self-consumption. Because it is easy to get the modules from the FTA countries at much lower cost than the landing cost of the raw materials in India at this moment. The reason is we had a very good non-tariff barrier called ALMM, and this ALMM is postponed till the next April. So till the next April, there is a free import in the country, and there are the two ways of doing it. Either you import from China when you have the historically low prices. Prices are today below 15 cents. And if you look back a year back, the prices were about 26 cents. So prices dropped from 26 cents to the 15 cents today. After also you pay the 40% duty. Still the cost of material in India is higher than that cost. But naturally it is not required when the circumvention is done from the FTA countries. The modules can be imported, which have been getting imported now, and they are getting deployed in India.
Margins at Waaree get hit, or will you be able to maintain them?
For Waaree, our major focus for last few years has been on the export. So at Waaree, we have the good orders in hand, and we have been constantly able to export most of our production since the domestic market is not there at this moment. So we don't see any change at the Waaree.
Prices are coming down. Won't your exports be renegotiated? I mean, it's a demand and supply situation. The buyer is aware that raw material has come down, and I'm sure he would insist the supplier here to bring prices down.
That happens in this industry. Renegotiation after the contract has been common, and fortunately, we have been lucky. So far, it's going well. But particularly, this has been a trend in the industry.
If prices stay where they are plus minus 10%, what will be the net impact of the solar generation cost? I mean, last time when we met, we were looking at this whole trend where 15 rupees per unit has come down to about 3.5 to 4 rupees per unit. Now that prices have come down decisively, will there be a further drop? Because that in a sense would be the deciding factor for demand ultimately. Bijli kitni sasti ho rahi hai?
If you look to the recent tenders, I think you're taking a right point, and I must congratulate you for your not only the memory but having the exact numbers in mind. The latest tender have gone in India with 2 rupees, around 2 rupees 70 paisa. So with the duties in place, ALMM in place, this is a price discovered in our latest tenders for the long-term PPAs by the central government. And if you look to the private PPAs, maybe some of them short-term, they are nearby 3 rupees. So this is the impact on the solar modules prices, on the energy prices.
Okay, now that there is an artificial barrier which has, in a sense, ring fenced the Indian EPC companies which are installing solar capacities in India. When this kind of a drop happens, what will happen to the domestic setup?
For the EPC companies, this is going to be the very good time, because the people who are aware about these prices, they are taking the decisions now. They are placing the orders, they are buying the modules, or they are placing the orders for the EPC or the solar energy, whatever the segment they are in, because they think this is the best time to make the contract. So for the EPC companies, this is going to be the good time. We may not see the numbers in the next 6 months because the contracts will get finalized now, and the real installation normally takes between 6 months to 1 year. And all this is after the contracts are done, we'll see the impact on their top lines or bottom lines in coming 1 year. So for EPC companies, this is definitely a good period.
When we spoke, you indicated the following, that you are close to the closures for your Orissa plant, and once that happens, financial closures are in place, you can file the DRHP very soon. But that is a conversation we had, 4-5 weeks ago. What's the update after that?
It's in a progress, and probably the next month we'll be able to give you the better idea about it.
You're going on track this calendar year or this financial year?
Difficult to tell you today, but definitely we'll come back to you in next month.
So financial year में तो हो जाएगा, calendar में नहीं हो तो.
Right.
All right, sir. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, and appreciate your updated knowledge on the solar as well as the track of the real time prices. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate that.